A point indeed, ladies and gentlemen, as we jump into the Land of Dawn. Will this be our final game of the second series, or will it be just Vietnam taking the game and forcing this series to a game 3? Let's watch and enjoy Land of Dawn we go.
Yep. Yesterday there was a when Alpuerto picked this Joy up, there was a lot of pressure on Perez and Amores on their lane. So it was more of either kind of making sure that their XP or their gold lane has a difficult time in the early, and then by the time Alpuerto scales, they have to deal with the side lane diff. So for now, I think the best that they can do, they got fast rotates here with Chelsea. Okay, so there is the Purifier already used up there by Amores. And like what I said, the fast-paced tempo here of the Philippines, the fast rotations also from the side of Vietnam with this Baksha can actually put this to an equilibrium state for both teams. So I think I'm a bit confident with the choices here of the Philippines. These are heroes that they're definitely comfortable with. But for the side of Vietnam, they have to really keep up with the tempo, because if this Joy goes online, it's something that they also need to deal with. The only one that can deal with this Joy right now is possibly the ultimate here of the Belleric, or maybe even the ultimate, the rough waves coming out from the Kadira that can assassinate this Joy when it comes online.
Definitely got to be careful of that indeed. And yeah, Philippines though, I gotta say they need to also not get too overzealous. I feel like, sure, you got a fast rotation with the teleportation, but you know, if Vivero's timings are not pristine, that actually might benefit Vietnam. So again, yeah, both teams got to be careful here. First turtle is up top. Oh, top side though, there's gonna be action. That's the final slash already popped. That's Daisy taking a lot of damage under the turret, but he will take Amores down before she falls first. That's going to be a 1-for-1 now. The mid laner busted there. And it seems like the first on the turtle will be Vietnam.
Yeah, that's good though. They took down Amores, something that they need to deal with, especially for the front line here of Vietnam. The continuous damage, the pokes coming out from the Kimi, plus the slows, right? Like, it really disrupts the lineup here coming out from Vietnam. But here we go, turtle take.
Oh, Scratch and Pulse, that's the teleportation. Crystal jumps in, Chelsea falls. Crystal now dealing a lot of damage, but will be able to disengage. Perez though jumps in, looks to provide damage as well. That's going to be Philippines juking away from threats. Turtle still not down. Rough waves popped here just for Vivero. I'm not quite sure if that's worth it. Vivero very low. Oh my goodness. Daisy finds the connection there. Vivero taken down. Daisy now trying to sidestep, wasn't able to find it, so it's a 1-for-1 from that fight.
Wow, this is the Daisy that we are looking for in game number 1. She actually showed signs of this kind of aggressive play that an XP laner needs to have, especially from the start, knowing that the Philippines can play with this tempo, right? Like, the final slashes coming out from her has taken down Amores and even Vivera at a certain point, right? So I think this is what an Arlot definitely needs to do, so that the rest of the members here of Vietnam can have a much better opening, knowing that there's also the threat of the chip here. Here's Chelsea though. She spots out Diagon and Vivero, but no commitment just yet with any of the ultimates.
That's Chelsea though, very low. Final slash though will be popped. Now, seems like they will take their time here. Diagon quite low, 1 HP, and Daisy does it. That's going to be the teleportation, though. Shortcut. That's a great taunt from the side of Cow. Now, will it be enough? It seems like it will. Now, with the rest of the members disengaging. Uh-oh, Daisy a little bit too late to the party. A little bit too ambitious there. Isolated and will be punished. Turtle now. Seems like Philippines will have the favor to take it.
Yep, Cow here has been setting up the Wrath of Dryad so on point, right? Like, I think for Vietnam, they're just waiting for the shortcut by Vivero. Once it's popped up, once the rest of the members of the Philippines come through that portal, and that's the time that either Cow will step right in and pop in that ultimate, or Daisy goes in with the final slash. So it's kind of equalizes the playing field here. As you can see, it's not the goal lead is not that far, despite the several shortcuts that have been made here by Vivero. So I think it's a bit more calculated this time with Vietnam. A little bit more aggression coming out from the side of Daisy that picked off members here of the Philippines. And as you can see, Daisy is on top this time when it comes to the most damage. But Diagon on the top side, getting a solo kill at that, which means that they can push even further here on this lane. I feel like this is going to be hard though if the Philippines does take this to a point wherein, a lot of the turrets are taken down with the shortcuts coming out from the chip. There's so much ways that they can make the map theirs for the Philippines, right? The shortcuts, there's the concealed play coming out from Kao though, coming out on this bottom side. Not sure if they know if Vivero's here.
Yeah, that's the thing. Crystal will be the target, and seems like Vivero doesn't really find that angle, so playing the patient game here. Vivero very, very neatly. Structure top will be taken down, so that's an advantage again towards the Philippine side. And gold earned, it's Perez and Cristal, so both gold laners here actually being the top of the group. And seems like Alberto looking for a kill. Actually, on towards Daisy. No skills! Now with Diagon jumping in, that will seal it. That's a shortcut. Chelsea very low. Saw rough waist force. Chelsea will be out. Saw now very juicy target. Still able to sidestep and be safe technically, but El Puerto isolated. That's the flicker and Wrath of the Dryad actually spent. And that will be the end of El Puerto. Turtle cam is up. That's going to be Vivero out of position. Will be punished by Cristal with the mobility that Irithel has. It will find that kill, but the structure mid falls.
Yep, the lineup here of the Philippines, you can see how it's easily punishable, right? When they overextend the shortcuts to like the Vietnam can actually clap back here. They haven't taken any turtle just yet, so the Philippines took the first turtle, and with those pickoffs that they had, they should be able to take this without any contest. And as you can see, the only time that Vietnam goes for the full engagement, Vivero is already out, so they know what they need to do, right? Like they got the tanky front line, they got ways to kind of disrupt the lineup here of the Philippines with the Wrath of Dryad. As you can see, every time there is the shortcut popped up, the ultimate is almost all the time available, but down bot flicker has been used here by Chelsea as well as Diagon.
Yeah, that's a conceal. I don't think it will connect Diagon though. Gotta be careful. Oh, that's a damage. That's a 3v1 still. Diagon taking a lot of heat here. Oh my goodness. He will take alongside El Puerto, takes Daisy down too. That's going to be the damage coming through. Double kill for El Puerto. Man, oh man. The Philippines, they show up here minute number 7. And yeah, Cristal, gotta be careful here. The damage is definitely there. Vivero, taking a lot of arrows, but Cristal will be bursted down by both Perez and Amores.
I love the baits coming out from both sides. Like, there's so much baits, right? Like, you see El Puerto being baited out. Once the electrifying beats is up, Caos is like, I've got the Wrath of Dryad. And even to a point where if Vivero is down, right, like, the Philippines can go all the way in if the side of Vietnam overcommits. There's the slows coming out from the Kimi, and even El Puerto can just dive right in with the electrifying beats and just go for the final kill. So there's just so many baits from both sides. It's just a matter of who takes it in first. Purify has been used though by Amores here right before the Lord, so that is one resource out. Really, really vital one though for the side of the Philippines. So they gotta watch out for the setups here from Daisy, which we haven't seen just yet. There's the shortcut onto Daisy. Final slash, not gonna be enough though. Oh man, this time Daisy getting in nice final slashes, but there hasn't been enough fast respawns coming out from the side of Vietnam.
Definitely not enough peel, not enough tankiness from that Arlet here. Not yet at least. And with the man with a hero that is off the board, the Philippines will definitely collect the Lord here, no problem. 5v4, not too fair, but yeah, 9 minutes in here, it seems like the Philippines are off to a great mid game, right? It seems like they will control the jungles as well. Structure is like multiple structures already been taken down. So again, in the bottom side, this is a 1v1. That's the Poissons popped again. Kimberly, this is not a good sign for Vietnam.
Yeah, I mean, if Jagon is not in the team fights, she is just here working out the side lanes, and I think it's also a way to buy time here for the side of the Philippines, while the rest of the members here, 4-man rotation coming out from the side of the Philippines. They got enough damage with Perez and Amores here. The Purifies are almost already up at this point. The First Lord is marching up top, so I think the second tier should be down for now, and that's what Jagon has been working on time and time again. So it's all about the engage right now, counter engage from Cow. I think the problem right now with the amount of resources that are taken in by the Philippines, with the way that Perez and Amores has already scaled up, it's a matter of who takes out Perez and Amores at this time. They can't really reach the backlines right now with the shortcut coming in from time to time. So it's up to Sa here, or maybe perhaps Crystal. Vivero forced to flicker out.
Uh-oh, that's a conceal pop just defensively. Oh, under the Shaman Force. That's a lot of damage taken. Daisy will be the first one to fall alongside Perez. Now Vivero off the board. That's going to be Diagon. Looking for the connection. Flicker. Very aggressively here. But that will be the cover coming. Crystal is still up, and that will be 3 members actually from the side of Philippines taken out.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed to do at that point, right? The Cow popping in that Red of Dryad. I love how this because I personally, okay, this is one of the hard tanks that I actually use up front. The return damage is just insane. To think that this Belleric is on a flicker, right? This can be used aggressively or defensively, just like this. All Cow needs to do is just spot where Vivero is. When she lands in that shortcut, make sure that Daisy is there, gets that final slash, the ultimate to set things up for Crystal to have that opening. And with the sprint, right, it can really accelerate her movement speed. She's standing at a 413, so it's not half as bad as what Perez has right now. And looking at the gold, not that far off, right? Like, it's just one clash that can turn the tides around here for
Definitely.
both sides. Purifies are going to be, again, super important here for Perez and Amores. I think once it's down, it's going to be difficult to kind of get out from the Wrath of Dryad. And if Sa goes right in with the Petrify Rough Waves combo, there's absolutely no escape to that. 20 seconds, Philippines does have the advantage here. Though. Oops, Jagon.
Gotta be careful. Vivero from the flanks. That's a Petrify locking Diagon down. That's gonna be Crystal, though. Vulnerable. El Puerto secures the kill. A Cow isolated, and Cow will be off the board as well. It's a 2-for-1 here as the Lord spawns top lane.
Wow, Diagon, I think this is her job right now, is just to bait out all of these kills, bait out the ultimates, and when all of them are already out, the Philippines can just go for the shortcut plays coming out from Vivero. That's exactly what they're doing, and Vivero is not even joining the Lord side. They're just looking for the ganks here, just counter engages after counter engages, answers after answers. And I love how Vietnam is responding though, but I feel like this time it has to be a bit more calculated because they have to protect Crystal right now. 4-2-4 on this Iritel, one of the keys that they need to burst down the members here of the Philippines. The map control so far still towards the side of the Philippines. They can take down the inhibitors with this next Lord that they've taken in. So let's see. It's a matter of who pops in the ultimate first. I think Vivero, Cow, we're gonna have to keep our eyes peeled on them. So it's either the shortcut is up first, Cow can counter engage with the Wrath of Dryad, or if it's the Wrath of Dryad first, Vivero can counter set up with the shortcut. That's the good thing that happened in that clash down bot.
Gotta be careful on that positioning then. If the positioning is better, I don't think you need to pop the ult first, right? Sa, very low. That's the dash there from that Kadita. Gotta be careful. Uh-oh, Chelsea. Below 50% HP. Turret will be the main focus and will be taken down. Uh-oh, gotta be careful. Crystal locking the Lord down. It will be taken care of. Now, can they defend the mid? 5 members still on it. That's gonna be Sa looking for an angle. That's a Purify. Popped. Vivero stunned up in the front. Final slash. That's gonna be enough to burst Vivero down. Uh-oh, Diagon looking for an angle. Doesn't really find it, but they have defended the mid turret base, but they lose the bottom in the process.
I think for Vietnam, there is that stop button for Vivero here, right? They have this stop button that they can click when Vivero comes right in. Almost all the time, they have to kind of calculate. That's why you can see earlier in the upper inhibitor turret for Vivero, she really took the time to think it through if she was going to use that shortcut. So I think it's a way to punish as well the Philippines here for the side of Vietnam. They have the answers here with Cow, and I think for a fact they know that very well. So now they're gonna get doing Diagon things, try to catch Crystal there. Oh, and finally gets the target, but here comes the shortcut.
Uh-oh, gotta be careful. Diagon very low under the Shaman Force. Philippines are going crazy as they have wiped Vietnamese out. And that will be Vietnam. All 5 members down and out. Philippines finds the wipeout, and that's just a clear base. Kimberly Maz, what a showing from the Philippines side. Philippines will win the series 2-0 as they take the Crystal out.